What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Roots. So I'm going to review the debut album by American rock band Hinder. Basically, this particular product is called Extreme Behavior, and it came out in the fall of 2005. So within pitches about it here, as far as these pitches I have, basically this is a particular request by Larry the Batman fan as far as these pitch albums. So I want to get towards this one within pitch like that. I'm surprised I haven't gotten to Hinder by this particular stage within these aspects. Just a banging type one from 2000s type lore and pitch like that. Some of those further type players pitch like that. Some of these type ones starting to get to similar bands like Shinedown and pitch like that, and further type ones within the pitch alike, particular other type of 2000s kind of hard rock type ones like Hell Yeah and pitches like that, a little bit of like folks like Avenged Sevenfold pitch like that, Sunset Surprise was within the pitch as far as saying this particular one is basically, in my opinion, like the American version, like particular Nickelback with some of the pitch is very similar to like All the Right Reasons, the album from the fall of 2005, or at least I think All the Right Reasons came out in the fall of 2005 pitch like that, but some of those hit type appeals, this is pretty much like a cousin of that. If like All the Right Reasons would be like the McDonald's within those aspects, I'd probably say that this Extreme Behavior, at least in the regularity type sense, would probably be like the Burger King or the Wendy's, some type of ordeals in the pitch behind it. The same sort of central type in this. This is an album that was a pretty large ordeal for a good chunk of like the mid-late 2000s pitch like that. Promotion run of it lasted from about the summer of 2005 into early 2008, so it's pretty lengthy type run pitch like the excellent type ordeals. Went triple platinum at least, probably nowadays probably nowadays probably went 4 or 5 tons platinum. Some of those type pitches, probably one of the more notable type ones in recent type pitches. Most of the fare probably within these pitches is based upon probably at least a trio of singles, but probably at least one of which would be Lips of an Angel, another of which would be Better Than Me within those aspects. For as the fare is going to have, paying attention towards it, just the aspect, some of that particular typical kind of MySpace kind of sun peer pitches like that, sinister price, but it's also within aspects as far as saying within the particular tone, there's some dredge factors, some of these type aspects within the tone as far as just like particular neighborhood romps and kind of the bounce back, very similar to Chad Kroeger with like those aspects as far as like the very dislike, not to say full bound abrupt, but just kind of the rough patch kind of romps and pitch like that amidst like the ordeal, like particular dredge type aspects within like the tone of just than a post-grunge type format as far as those physical happens within the pitch for us, saying some of these were pretty escaping pitches like that, but it's kind of the ordeal as far as real affable type player pitch like that. So it has like some good hard rock type rumbles on here as well. A few of these type aspects within the pitch as far as saying just stepping up for like for a good round of drinks pitch like that, definitely getting some Crown Royal pitch like that in your system, some of the pitches. But the aspect as far as saying, I definitely think in a lot of type senses this could be mistaken pretty easily for bands like particular bands like Nickelback and Shinedown. There's another one that I reviewed recently. I think it's Theory of a Dead Man pitch like that. Some stuff once that's kind of within pitches, some of those particular type varieties. So it's the aspect as far as saying this, yeah. It's within the aspect as far as like the player talking about that this was pretty homestead to like central. This was pretty homestead to like central kind of mainstream kind of rock radio and pitch like that throughout like the mid-late 2000s. Some of those type aspects. A pretty good complex type one. Probably within certain likelihoods you could still catch Lips of an Angel, Better Than Me, some of the pitches. So it's within the varieties for us, some good nice appeals. So look after here. So yeah, I'm gonna give this album a 10 out of 10 pitch like that. Recommend all 6 of the singles in addition to the 4 extra songs that are on here pitch like that. So some banging type just getting towards. So so within the aspects for us saying Get Stoned is the hitting type 1. Now within these pitches, in terms of like talking about the tear up factor as well, it has the pitch of like some good smoke product on here within pitch like that. It's kind of variety as far as saying this neighborhood bound. This is miss like the weavings, and does have like the occasional type ones in like a mixtape type sense, like snack run type fare, the way you go out for Taco Bell runs on like some Dat Piff mixtapes pitch like that. So it has some of that particular type variety amongst it. It's not as much full-bound joyrides as much as it is just kind of Walmart runs mixed with like the particular fare of just like per listless kind of time waste pitch like that. So it's just within those aspects, it kind of just within the aspect if it is something as simple as just picking up like Fritos and pitch like that, some stuff ordeals, burritos at like frozen burritos at like a gas station, some of these stuff ordeals kind of pitches, some of those type phrase kind of pitch. Yeah, Get Stoned is the hitting type 1 to Get Torched 2 pitch like that. It's like a good neighborhood and ride around to kind of get just and ride around jostle. I definitely say just Nickelback-esque. I definitely say some of the pitches very similar to like Nickelback from like the Silver Side Up days and their 2003 album as well. Some of the pitches amongst it, and definitely like All the Right Reasons pitch like that. Some of the ones like Animal and Fairs like that may actually be Animals with some of those type pitches amongst it. Definitely like Photograph as well, pitch like that. Just kind of some Burger King dredge kind of get within these products here. So this kind of pitch, it just like relative type varieties that just this should take you right back to 2005, 2006 with some of these banging type ordeals within pitch like that. This factory kind of makeshift kind of post grunge within pitch like that. This banging type varieties, this very vanilla type snap about a pitch like that. Some of these banging type feels. This is a good staple. Seems kind of underappreciated. Definitely seems kind of underappreciated nowadays, but it seems like it Seems like it picked up some pretty good radio airplay back within those pairs about it. On Spotify, it particularly kind of has at least 96,000 plays on Spotify, so definitely the ordeal is large enough. Large type players pitch like that, but within the banging typeness, as far as paying attention to probably a good hit type appeal. Classic 2000s kind of post grunge pitch like that. Likely the anchor of the album and just an overall banging type one that was kind of like Kryptonite and some of these type of ones, like particular songs like crossover type ones like Kryptonite and songs by Foo Fighters like Best of You, Son as a Pitch. I think Best of You may have only been like a top 50 single on the Billboard 100, but it was definitely a large ordeal. Lips of an Angel is one that hit number 3 on the Billboard 100, so it was definitely a breakout type tune pitch like that. Probably one of the main reasons why it went 3 and 4 tons platinum. So 3 and 4 tons platinum. Lists of an Angel's like a nice typical kind of mid 2000s kind of MySpace period to get pitches like that. Just some porch lays. I definitely say here Lay's chips, good fries like that. Just some post grunge kind of homebound stuff aspects. It's ones that probably one of those ones that feel like it got played the fuck out of pitches like that. So within the particular type aspects, folks, kind of the way aspects towards hate kind of goes towards Nickelback pitches like that, where folks kind of threaten to call the cops and some of those type pitches if you play too much Nickelback. I mean, obviously it's in joke type fastest pitch like that, but the actual variety that some certain folks kind of have like that aspect of just like detesting Nickelback, some of the stuff is the pitch as far as saying paying attention towards the hero, some of these type aspects. The Fair Lips of an Angel is probably one of those type ones that was just played the hell out with some of those type pitches. Not to say as if it's a bad song with these pitches, but it's probably a variety that when you think of like the A song that was probably played all the time back 21 years ago, particularly thinking of Photograph and some of those type ones by Nickelback pitch like that amongst like 2005, 2006, kind of Fair that Lips of an Angel is probably another of those type ones that was just everyday type material. Best of You by Foo Fighters is one of those type of ones. Well, plenty of those 2005 type ones are just central to like everyday, just back in those particular kind of road type days where it was just you were probably going to hear that song like 5-6 times a day, pitched like that, just within those pairs. Was good accent banging type one. Definitely a good staple within these pitches. Just that classic kind of replayability is definitely sorely missed within these aspects. So some good nice pairs, get some porch lace, just kind of a soft core type satin to spit pitches like that with Gallimite and folks like that, just some connect and homebound kind of pull aside pitch like that, but just some post grunge kind of homebounds pitch like that. So just getting like a song like particular How You Remind Me and Photograph and Animals, Sunset Ones by Nickelback, and just kind of more of like a more around the abode type fair pitches like that, good type varieties. How long is hitting within these aspects, like a quality kind of post hour romp run to get in later day tasks within some of these aspects here, good pitches about it. Just Walmart type runs pitch like that, just some parkside kind of time waste on top of that. Good nice overcast day kind of fun pitch like that. Just later day type task pitch like that. This leftover type fairs kind of get towards once the Muzak type fair of most of the day type products taken care of. Since that pitch and just heading up like a Walmart, picking up like some Coca-Colas, box of Cokes, pitch like that, getting some Gardettos, checks mixed on these fairs, and this Parkside type fair get some spliffs going, pitch like that within the legality of it. Just some good nice price process pitch can happen. Post up, talk about recent type fair mixtapes, YouTubers, sometimes that pitches, standard news, sports pitch like that, sometimes hit type varieties, music type fair, some of these type aspects. Stupid kind of go-ins on pitch like that, but just to variety some of those type aspects, just good collect as far as those fairs going to happen. Second most popular song off this album according to Spotify, and just the chart appeal in general is better than me within these pitches. It's like a good sun gaze. This particular song is like a good sun gaze and listless kind of evening set in as far as these pairs going to go. Just local stroll, I'd say here. Just some Zag Smoke definitely in the air pitch like that. So instead of just some muffin pickups for gal as far as these pitch going to happen. Usual post grunge kind of dredge pitches like that, but just kind of in a more hop and bop type format pitch like that. So instead of just pitches like that, just get some smokish type air in your system pitch like that, just amongst like local strolls. So instead of probably some bills paid to throw in there on top of that, just leftover type products, but just kind of pitch of definitely touch base, visit with gals, since their products just easy kind of pleasant kind of muffin pickups, since their products just an aspect of this quick loud pack of spoils pitches like that. Sometimes the fair Spotify gift card nowadays with some of these type pitches. Probably back then just Starbucks gift cards, some type pitches, but good X and prize amongst it. Homecoming Queen is a nice one as well. Fifth single here, good nice pitch. It's like a grand kind of hair in the wind, kind of glists along to get. Just some Commerce type fun pitch like that. Just some Nickelback, definitely vibes, definitely pitch like that. Similar to Get Stoned, but just more pitches of this. More radio glam, just kind of a soft core kind of break free to get here, pitch like that. Just pick up Sundays for gal pitches like that. So it's kind of variety. There's kind of some more pink tinted and kind of soft core type post grunge pitch like that. Just not the normal factor like the gripe and just like the aggravation, the agginess pitch like that, but it's kind of variety, just like toning it down a few notches pitch like that. It's kind of more of like a soft purr, more so than like a full blown growl pitch like that. But just some of those hit type feels. Sunday afternoon. Sundays, ice cream kind of snacks, afternoons, pitch like that, Sundays at first, but just traditional kind of break free, just an aspect, just like a little bit more jubilance, pitch like that. Good, nice Fridays. Definite good, nice out in the wind, kind of laxer pitch like that. By the way, is a hitting type one as well, sixth single. Good, nice pitch, like a good acoustic kind of local stroll to get an extra thought as far as these pairs going to have them. Just catch up, I'd say, catch up with folks, pitch like that, catch up with gals, and their products, just the what's new, so nice I pitched amongst it, recents. Some sunny enjoys to get here, pitch like that. So it's kind of product. There's a good portion like some sunset. There's a good portion of some Ferris amongst this album to enjoy like some sunlight and pitches like that. Get towards the variety. And it's not to say like that in terms of being. It's not to say like that in terms of being antisocial, but just the pitch of like enjoying like the weather in like a residential type setting, pitch like that. Since the Ferris just going for like the particular gas station runs and pitch like that, picking up nachos, Ferris like that, picking up muffins and lattes for gal, pitches like that. Since the variety amongst it. Some good walk around kind of time waste zones that rise amongst the good pitches like that. Definitely some excellent kind of neighborhood brush zones type aspects. Just traditional kind of within the varieties of folks like Breaking Benjamin in particular, like probably say traces of AFI in there, pitch like that, some hit type of PLs. There's probably some other type ones trying to think of as full bound in terms of like more neighborhood runs. It's not coming to me as full bound, but within the pitch as far as saying some of those type ones. Definitely, I'd probably say like Breaking Benjamin, probably Papa Roach as well, pitch like that from like the 2004 kind of Scars days with like their 2004 album Getting Away with Murder, pitch like that, some hit type feels, some good excellent products as far as this pitch gonna happen. So the rest of these songs off this album, these remaining four songs off the album are banging as well within these pitches. Room 21's a nice one within these aspects, like a dope bar wrangle to get and cut loose as far as these feels gonna happen. Just have a dance with gals since the pitch, just have a dance in general. Definitely some courts and divas with game pitch like that and run up the Taz, good pitch like that amongst things that Ferris just being getting towards getting crunk all night and being social, pitch like that. Since that Ferris just Buffalo Wings kind of get in your system, just some snarls on top of that. So this being there's a few of these on this particular album that do have like the factor just like some snarl kind of turned up type game where you're going to be kind of nasty within these type pitches. And I'm not saying nasty in terms of negative, but just the pitch of this more edge type factor towards the game where this is kind of fiery within a pitch as far as just really spitting some lean type shit within some type pitch as far as the performance going to happen. But definitely within those probably just the social type wrangle pitch like that. Most of this is kind of more miss the neighborhood, but I'd probably say at least Nothing Good About Goodbye and then Room 21 are kind of some ones for like the aspect of like some collect and pitch like that. So some good nice varieties. Nice pitches like that. Nothing Good About Goodbye. This is a real hitting type one. This is a good, nice one to beeline for. Apart from like the 6 singles pitch like that, so it's banging typeness that this whole album has the impact, like the flare factor about it. It's like a thrilling kind of rhythmic groove to get an edge snarl kind of within these products here, just on point with like the melodies pitch like that. It's real nice jostle. Good nice pairs to smoke a bowl with gal and some pitches like that, folks. In general, some of these type products just have some nachos. Talk about some mixtapes within these pitches. Get towards the product like some extra type fare. Definitely being lean and pitched like that, so some good, nice, banging type varieties. So getting towards the product, gal's probably going to cough from like the smoke type factor, some type pitches. It's really getting to definitely paying attention, like the hella stupid goings on of the day pitch like that. Got hella funny fun to poke about within those pitch as far as the fair's going to have an excellent type pairs. This pitch like that, it's a good blistering type one, just good duo of like some Friday nice type players, both Nothing Good About Goodbye and Room 21 pitch like that, some banging typeness. Bliss I Don't Want to Know is a hitting type one as well as like a glue med and kind of kick rocks kind of stroll around to get this snowball type run for gals since the pitch amongst this standard fares like that, pick up a latte or something stuff aspects amongst it, just some bills pace on top of some of these stuff fares, just get some sun since the price. So it's kind of the pitch. Chirp Some Homies pitch like that is kind of the fair. Even though most of this album isn't emo within these pitches, is like a good nice one kind of within those pitches that has like some Green Day type vibes and kind of traces of like Panic at the Disco, just kind of more out in the fray type fair. Panic at the Disco is usually more venue and kind of house party type kicks, but this is a particular type one that this does kind of feel like varieties of like Breaking Benjamin, just with like a neighborhood stroll within those aspects of just kind of like a more glared and more glared and mildly a gas type factor pitches like that. Good, nice varieties. Shoda is a hitting type one as well. Good pitch like that. It's like a searing and imperative kind of block runs to get in late shift kind of tacos. I'd say here, pitch like that. This has like some mixtape type flavor, some of that type paranoia that you'd get from like 3-6 Mafia and folks like that. Now it's not as full bound and gas within those type pitches, but it is probably one of the more serious type ones. It's kind of some real talk type fares pitch like that. Just rope like some work shift in here. Some of these type products get towards the product. Just like the grind shift pitches like that. Just some extra favors kind of throw in just to stay on top of things. Gal or fam or just otherwise type fares pitch like that, folks. Some homies pitches like that. But just clocking some late shift type grind pitch like that amongst Sinister products. But yeah, just picking up like the aspect, getting some Taco Bell in your system pitch like that, getting a taco 12 pack or some gordita type fares, gordita crunches, crunch wraps, and some bastards and tongue pitch like that. But it's kind of variety. It's kind of one that still emits like the particular aspect to like makeshift within a later type fashion pitch like that. So good, nice fares as far as this pitch can happen. So that's the pitch amongst this album as far as these pairs can happen. So 10 out of 10 album easily within these pitches. Good, nice variety. Social score's going to get a 10 out of 10 as well. Like I said, definitely to say within these pitches, this was a large spread type staple between mid 2005 to early 2008. So the appeal behind it was pretty stretchy within pitch like that. Six singles pitched like that. Some of these ones were large deals. Definitely a couple everyday type songs with like a massive kind of ubiquitous type feel. Definitely I have to say, I think back, I relatively remember Lips of an Angel pitch like that was within the hit type feel. That seemed like that was an everyday earworm pitch. That felt like an everyday earworm pitch like that, similar to like Nickelback in 2005, 2006. So that price amongst it, just good, nice price for some of that post-grunge and hard rock pitch like that. Same thing with Better Than Me. Probably same thing with Get Stoned, since that pitch. There's plenty of these type on here that were just some pretty factory type anchors pitch like that with some of these type of appeals that just had a lot of crossover type appeal, just pretty widespread type album within pitch like that. The social type aspect on top of that. Some of these neighborhood romps, just get some nachos in your system, fares like that, pick up some muffins for gal pitch like that, some Walmart runs, some hustle type songs, late shift later on pitch like that, a few rhythmic type songs for like some snarl to kind of get just having spitting some lean game pitch like that, acting ass. Some of these type fairs getting gal to smoke, some of these type products with just pitches. Some of these type fairs have a dance, some of these type products amongst it. Homies type tunes to kick back, talk about mixtapes, get the product of it going pitch like that, have like a beer and some memes pitch like that. Some of these type feels just pitch as far as saying. Definitely the products and banging kind of post-grunge and hard rock then pitch like that. So this classic album within these appeals, definitely a good staple. This ubiquitous type album that deserved the appeal pitch like that. So definitely within recognition. Despite like the backlash, within the pitch, folks tend to dislike bands like Nickelback and some of those type aspects. It seemed like this album caught certain degrees of flack, but it's not within the same aspects. It's a pretty banging type one, I'd definitely say. It's a 10 social pitch like that. In terms of the future, Hinder has dropped an album as recent as 2025 pitch like that, so they've got some banging type ones, excellent within aspects with some good nice products here. Just being able to say classic out of the 2000 pitch like that. I'm going to look into further type ones from this band definitely, but this is pretty good large spread staple and definitely some banging typeness.